Who'll start me at 100? 100 for a start, anyone? 100 I bid. 100 I bid. Who'll give me 10? Who'll make it 110? I'm looking for 110. 110. 110 I bid. 110. Who'll make it 20? Who'll make it 20? Come on, gentlemen. Who'll make it 20? 120 I bid. It's with you, madam, at 120. Do I hear 50? 150 anywhere? Come on, gentlemen. That's a genuine antique. Don't come up every day. 150. 150 I bid. 150. Come on, gentlemen. I'm looking for 350. 350 anywhere. Don't lose it, madam. Don't lose it for another 50. 350 anywhere. 350 I'm bid. At 350. Who'll make it 4? I'm looking for 4. Any more? At 350. Are you all done? At 350. At 350. Lovejoy.
It's 7:25 and the sun is shining. This is your early morning call from BBC Radio Norfolk. The start of a beautiful day.
Make a one man weep, make another man sing. Change your heart to a little white dove.
For God's sake, boy, get yourself together.
Well, what time's this Lovejoy bloke expecting me?
As soon as you get there. There's an auction on today, so be at Gimbert's. Now, I've wrapped him up some sausages and a nice loin of pork. Oh, and here's the cash. And try and look a little less dozy than usual. Blast, boy, if they gave out degrees for lethargy, you'd be a professor by now.
Well, I don't reckon I'm going to fancy this antiques lark.
Given the state of Mrs. Thatcher's Britain, polytechnic dropouts like you don't have much choice, do they? And seeing as how it's extremely unlikely that you're ever going to be an astronaut, an industrial tycoon or a gynecologist, antiques it is. It has to be said, Eric, you're a bit of disappointment to me.
Well, only since I turned vegetarian.
I just had to come over and see your face the first time that lot went through.
What's going on, Charlie?
Right away, Lovejoy. I made a deal with the farmer.
You made a deal with me. I rent this from you.
I've only given him use of the yard. Oh. I promise you none of the cows will set foot inside the house.
I owe you for this, Charlie.
I wait with bated breath.
Good morning, Mr. Gilbert. How are you today?
Oh, extremely well, thank you, Bigler. Just had the pleasure of making Lovejoy's life a little less comfortable.
That always cheers you up, doesn't it, Mr. Gilbert?
Yes, yes. I know I appear unreasonably vindictive at times, Bigler, but that's the way it is. You know the form by now.
If home is where the heart is, then this is home to me. An auction room. On auction day, when the old ticker beats faster with the slender possibility that somewhere, just somewhere amongst the bird cages, silver spoons, commemorative medals, roll-top desks and cast-offs from Granny's attic, somewhere amongst that lot, a genuine, authentic antique will appear, shining with all the love that made it. Well, that's what this lot are doing here, too. Dandy.
What do you make of this bonheur de jour, Lovejoy? It's listed as Sheraton.
What's your style?
So is it good or not?
It's pretty good.
Good enough for a couple from Belgravia with oodles of loot and a Rolls with a vulgar, personalized number plate.
Perfect, Andy. Perfect. Don't forget, antiques can be very valuable. And once money's involved, a great deal of money, people can get very greedy, cunning, desperate even. And then people can get hurt. Or worse.
Rather sweet. Don't you think, Tink?
Horrible.
Genuine Chelsea. Look, gold anchor mark.
Horrible.
Excuse me, do you know someone called Lovejoy?
That depends. You look rather too young to be an outraged husband, but you might be one of those despicable nerks that hand out writs.
No, I'm Eric. I'm his student, Eric Catapult-like.
Ah, well, in that case, I do have the privilege of being Mr. Lovejoy's trusted ally and barker.
Barker?
Barker is usually a disheveled alcoholic trained to sniff out antiques wherever they may lurk and assess their authenticity. Thus, blue and gold printed earthenware spode, marked AD 1732. It's quite an achievement, that, considering Hosea Spode wasn't born until 1733.
We now come to lot 29, showing on my left. Small portable Japanese bamboo box. We'll start off the bidding at £100. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, £100. Who'll give me £100? Gentleman's back, 100. 110? 120? 130? 140? 150? 160? 170? 180? 190, 200, 110, 110 at the front, 220, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 280. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. 190, 300.
Saved by the bell.
Mind telling me what's going on, officer? This is not a den of iniquity or a house of ill repute. We're trying to conduct an auction here.
Sorry, Mr. Gimbert. Looking for Lovejoy.
You never touch the girl. Oh, in that case, Sergeant, you must do your duty.
You sold that, Lovejoy?
Yes, to a guy in Cambridge. Got a nice price.
Hope you haven't spent it.
Only on luxuries like food and rent, right?
It's nicked. It was stolen a month ago from a house near Thetford, among other things.
Well, I don't steal antiques, I deal them, you know that.
You'd deal them if they were stolen. We both know that.
Oh, thank you, Colin, but I didn't want one anyway.
Where'd you get it?
Oh, from someone who is neither a dealer or a thief. Drummer.
Drummer?
Who's he?
Old character, lives out on the estuary. Owns a donkey and cart, gives kids rides in summer. Rest of the year he spends beachcombing.
Which is where he found this. He brought it to me. My only crime is that I still haven't paid him his commission.
As it was nicked, you also owe the man in Cambridge his money back.
Yes, well, if I could get back to the auction and continue my trade, I might be able to do that.
Okay, Lovejoy, but I warn you.
Yes, Chief, I know. I have graced your Lubyanka before. Oh, just one thing. Please don't send uniformed cops to pick me up. Hurts my standing in the community.
What was it, love? Parking tickets?
Who got the cage?
You really wanted that Japanese thing?
It's not a thing. It's a genuine 18th century Japanese bamboo firefly cage. I know a collector in London would have paid me a stack for it.
Well, you better talk to her then, darling.
Hey! Hey!